Alright guys, RoKage here and welcome back to the brand new video. Here we are, Jujutsu Kaisen Phantom Parade will be the topic. So in today's video, something huge. Of course, you can see it right away. First anniversary is coming to Global JJK Phantom Parade and we have all confirmations. So let's go through everything. Global Edition first anniversary celebration. First anniversary celebration, 3 days to go. So in 3 days, the first anniversary of global version of JJK Phantom Parade will officially begin. Okay, so I cannot wait to see everything. Here we have, of course, the introduction. Currently now we have number 1. Definitely we're gonna get more introductions. But yeah, I want to cover this video immediately. So Global Edition first anniversary celebration, introduction number 1, so definitely there'll be more. Jujutsu Kaisen Phantom Parade Global Edition is approaching its first anniversary celebration. Thank you all for your unwavering support of JJK Phantom Parade Global Edition. First anniversary celebration, series of events will be available after maintenance on 7th of November. So pretty much in 3 days everything is starting, right? Like we already saw previously. At that time, the brand new SSR character, Queen of Curses, Yuta, will be available. So for the first anniversary of global version of JJK Phantom Parade, the Blue Yuta Zero movie Yuta will be first anniversary character. This is Yuta that dropped recently on the JP version of the game, and that Yuta will be the anniversary unit. Okay, now let's go in more details like this. So first anniversary celebration, series of events, event introduction, first wave. So there'll be multiple waves for the first anniversary. A limited time gacha. Here comes Gurnet Boom Gacha. Character with increased probability, Queen of Curses Yuta. Recollection Bits with increased probability, the Crib Shop on Takeshita Street. Knowledge of Exorcism. Event duration, let we see. So after the maintenance on 7th of November to 11th of December. That is the timeline of this new Yuta banner. Also, we are getting age attribute featured gacha, which is a blue attribute featured gacha. Character with increased probability, early morning departure, Maki Zenin, eliminate the ego, Takuma Ino, recollection beats with increased probability, afternoon coffee break. So this banner will be here from 14th of November until 24th of November. This is a rerun, please don't summon, only use the free multi. I mean, Yuta will be available for the first anniversary, so of course you will prioritize him and not a rerun banner. But look at this, Jujutsu Kaisen 0 gacha. Character with increased probability, lend me your power Yuta, so that is the red Yuta right here. By the way, on the JP version of JJK Phantom Parade recently, red Yuta, Blue Ghetto and Miguel got an SP potential. I believe that will be the same for anniversary of global version of the game. But okay, so we're getting Yuta banner, red Yuta banner, Miguel banner, and Blue Ghetto banner. Recollection beats with increased probability, winter, a new beginning, yeah, good work, and the 2 strongest. Event duration will be from 21st of November to 11th of December, keep that in mind. Now, I am not sure, will they do it the same like on JP? But on the JP, they got for this JJK gacha, where we have Yuta, Blue Ghetto, and Miguel, they give one free single summon per day. Okay, keep that in mind. So maybe we can expect the same on the global version of the game. We're gonna see, but it will be super interesting. Now, I will now cover and do a quick review of this blue Yuta, the new Yuta that will come 7th of November. He's extremely busted. And as well, I will cover the SP potential of the red Yuta, blue Geto, and Miguel. By the way, what I could notice is that a global version definitely skipped certain characters, like for example this red Megumi, like for example Naobito. Yeah, they tend to do that, and I'm actually still surprised they just didn't sing global in JP. Everything will be so much better in my opinion. But okay, like this we have more time to save global players, so I don't know. I would still like that both of it's synced, but it is how it is. Won't complain. Cannot wait for the Yuta. Let me now talk about this blue Yuta. Now, keep in mind, this shows right here first wave, so we can expect more stuff for anniversary. Maybe even new banners, part 2, part 3 banners for anniversary. We just don't know for now. So, Queen of Curses Yuta, blue typing. Let's talk about him. So, skill 1 cross slash. First, we have a regular skill, deals 150 melee taijutsu damage to selected enemy. Now, keep in mind, in Recollection state, which activates when you use your ultimate, the skill will change to the don't get in my way. So increases own break damage by 100%, one turn, one time, dealing 300% range jutsu damage to selected enemy. Stop the selected enemy action, 2 turns, 1 time, chance 25%. Keep in mind this is only skill 1. Only skill 1. Again, we have a regular skill, infusing curse energy into my blade, where he increases own taijutsu stat, critical hit rate, and damage reduction by 30% for 3 turns. Also fills own ultimate gauge by 60. Now, when he is in Recollection state, which he activates with his ultimate, skill changes to overflowing curse energy, increases own Jujutsu stat by 63.9%, 5 turns, and cannot be stacked. Fills own ultimate gauge by 60 and decreases all enemies critical hit resistance by 41.9%, 5 turns, and cannot be stacked. Okay, sorry, this is just level 1, so it can go to increase own Jujutsu stat by 80, and as well this part, he decreases all enemies critical hit resistance by 60%. So he self-buffs like crazy, gets that ultimate gauge without any problem, and does AoE debuff. Bro, beautiful. Now let's go to skill 3, step slash. A regular, deals 630% melee taijutsu damage to selected enemy. If the selected enemy is a formidable foe, increases the selected enemy's damage, break damage received by 20%. Otherwise, increases the selected enemy's damage received by 20%. Again, beautiful debuff where you're gonna do more damage. After this skill is performed, also self-buffs taijutsu stat by 20%. Now, when you are in Recollection state, skill changes to Rika-chan, you cannot come out, deals 960%, that's skill 3 guys. Skill 3, 960% range jutsu damage to selected enemy. If the selected enemy is a formidable foe, increases the selected enemy break damage received by 50%, otherwise increases the selected enemy damage received by 50%. So huge debuff again here. After this skill is performed, also he self-buffs critical hit damage by 50%. So, perfect. Also here he increases that critical hit rate. Keep that in mind, so that increasing critical hit damage will help you tremendously because he will crit a lot. Now we have the ultimate special grade vengeful curse spirit of Recollection. Grants Recollection state for 8 turns. Look at the percentage. Deals 1800 range jutsu damage to selected enemy. Recovers own curse energy by 50 regardless of the curse energy cap. In Recollection state, he self buffs now. Increases own Jujutsu stat by 70%. Increases own damage dealt by 100%. Applied when the select enemy is in a break state. Ignore darkness to attack. Recovers own curse energy by 10 each turn, regardless of the curse energy cap. When a Rico Remoto state is no longer applied, he also heals. So he will do... He is by far, in my opinion, the best blue DPS in the game, but also insane self-buffer, insane debuffer, and as well he heals. This guy has everything, and he just works perfectly fine. Deals 256% range jutsu damage to selected enemy. That's the combo ultimate effect. Recovers own and the combo allies HP by 30 and fills all allies ultimate gauge by 110. Now look at the auto skill. Regular. Don't bully Yuta. At the start of the battle, he also gets counter state. Grants counter state to self. Crazy. Yeah, he will counter. If receiving a melee attack, certain chance to deal 300% melee jujutsu damage to the countered enemy, critical hit rate is large, so he will crit a lot. Recovers own HP by 5%, recovers own curse energy by 10, regardless of the curse energy cap, 1 counter per turn. At the start of the turn, increases own ultimate guard charging rate by 5%. The less HP has, the greater effect boost up to 50% with 40% HP. So he will get that ultimate really fast in the right conditions. Plus with the skills, he self buffs the ultimate gauge. Critical hit enhancement. When critical hit is performed, increases own critical hit rate by 15% for 4 turns, increases own critical hit damage by 30% for 4 turns, and fills own ultimate gauge by 110. Guys, absolutely busted, absolutely godly unit, and absolutely worth getting. I still am not sure what will be the more waves. Event introduction, what will be the second wave for the first anniversary of JJK Phantom Parade? Here it is. At the right moment, everything is timed. So this will be now number 2 overview of key features in the global edition of the game. So we're gonna go a little bit into that. But okay, the most important part we covered. Now let's talk about briefly. So we're gonna get the new Recollection Bits. This one is really busted, but this one is like super busted for this blue Yuta. Keep that in mind. So when ultimate skill is activated, increase own Jujutsu stat by 65%. If the equipped unit is blue type, increases an additional Jujutsu stat by 20%. Recovers 10 curse energy. Now if you have 3 copies, it will go to 75, and yeah, this part will go to 75. And then with first copy, auto skill at the start of the battle increases crit rate by 20%. Yeah, that's super busted for this Yuta, but also this one is really good. When command skill or ultimate skill is activated, it's an AoE buff for the Jujutsu stat, like for the all units, by 20%, increases curse energy by 5 for allies with the trait curse users. Now this part with 3 copies increases to 25 and curse energy by 10, and then with auto skill, first copy at the start of turn, when self-curse energy is 40 or more, increase all enemies' Jujutsu damage received by 10. This one is also amazing. And yeah, both of them are pay-to-win Recollection Bits, and this one will be for free. So increases own damage dealt, okay, let me go from the start. When command skill or ultimate skill is activated, increases own damage dealt by 50%. If own HP is full, it will also recover curse energy by 10. Now everyone will have this maxed out, so yeah, with LB3 you're getting damage dealt buff by 55%. Okay, and then LB1 at the start of the turn, increase own critical hit rate by 15%. If own HP is full when critical hit is performed, increase own damage dealt by 15%. Actually really good free-to-play Recollection Beat. It cannot compare to the strength of this one or this one, but still it's really good free-to-play one that will be usable in my opinion. Now, really quickly, just to show you the SP potential buff for the Red Yuta, since we are getting the Red Yuta, Blue Gato, and Miguel banner. So we had certain buffs for him, right, and everything else. Now, where did he got a buff? He got SP potential. Where he got the SP potential? Yeah, here it is on the skill 3. And as well on the auto skill, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, for sure, it's like that. So before it was, deals melee damage of 140% Taijutsu, 190 Jujutsu, 180 Taijutsu, and 260 Jujutsu to the selected enemy. Small buff, but now deals melee damage of 160, 220, 220 Jujutsu, Taijutsu, and 300 Jujutsu to selected enemy. So definitely damage is buffed. 4 hits, darkness immunity, but as well now increases own Jujutsu and Taijutsu stat by 15%, and after performing ultimate skill, it is pure love, reduces curse energy cost of this skill by 10. Strengthen auto skill, Don't Bully Yuta, deals 300% range Jujutsu damage to the countered enemy, unlockable when skill level is maxed. Keep that in mind, okay? So that's a nice buff right here. And then let me see the SP buff here. So critical hit enhancement, when Black Flash or critical hit is performed, increase own Jujutsu stat and Taijutsu stat by 15%, strengthen auto skill zone outburst, increases own Jujutsu stat by 60, 5 turns, recovers own curse energy by 5, and feels own ultimate gauge by 110. Strengthen auto skill, I Won't Let You Die, increases the usage to 4. Definitely now Red Yuta will be better. I wouldn't say he'll be like so much better, but definitely it's a nice buff to see. Now let's see the Gato. I believe Gato got a buff also on skill 3 and the auto skill. No, ultimate. Perfect. Okay. Skill 3. So before it was increase on damage by 10. Of course, it depends. If you have more curse energy, it will be higher. AoE damage here, and as well debuffing. Also, if you have more curse energy, it will be bigger debuff. Now, let's see SP potential. Increases own damage by 100%. The less enemies has in the wave, the greater effect increase is. To one enemy 130%, for enemies 100. I see. Deals 200% range jutsu damage to all enemies. Increase all enemies damage received by 30. Again, the less enemies you have in the wave, the greater effect will be. Increases all enemies damage received by 20%. Effective for the blue type attacks. Again, less enemies, greater effect. Wow. Okay. It's like Blue Gato became now much more valuable, especially because we don't have many blue debuffers, and he's amazing for that. SP potential for the ultimate, increase own damage by 200%. Okay. Before it was 20 and it depended on curse energy. Now it's just like 200%. Dealing 1000% range jutsu damage AoE. Increase own jujutsu stat by 40. Reduces own curse energy by 40 when ultimate skill is performed. Still reduces if curse energy bar is unfilled. Wow. Okay, Gato. Pretty crazy. Still, guys, hopefully, like JP, we're gonna get some free single summons on this JJK0 rerun banner, so I get blessed and pull already this Blue Gato, because I won't be able to summon as a free-to-play on everything. Of course, I will prioritize Blue Yuta, and I still am not sure. Maybe it will be more parts for the anniversary. So maybe they drop something crazy. But still, Blue Yuta, 100% worth it. And then we have here Miguel, where he got the SP potential on the skill 1. Skill 1 and auto skill. That's it? Okay, okay, fine. So we have a regular skill, deals 300% melee taijutsu damage to selected enemy. And then change skill. In critical hit rate special state, if own curse energy is 20 or more, deals 300% melee taijutsu damage to selected enemy, increase the selected enemy taijutsu damage received by 40, and effective for the blue typing. So a little bit debuff right here. I mean, pretty solid debuff. And then we have an auto skill SP potential. Critical hit enhancement when critical hit is performed. Increases all blue allies taijutsu stat by 15%. And then he self buffs right here. Okay, Miguel is better now, but I still wouldn't say like he's worth getting, to be honest. Like Red Yuta and Blue Gato still much better. Definitely I would say that Blue Gato got the best SP potential buff in my eyes. And now for the end, overview of key features in the global edition of the game number 2. So after the update on 7th of November, the following features will be implanted. Stay tuned. New difficulty added to Curse Spirit Cleanup Battle. Potential unlock layer 2 added. New reminiscence story added. The details will be announced later on. So pretty much after the update 7th of November, we're gonna get new difficulty to Curse Spirit Cleanup Battle. Second layer added of the potential, and as well you can see that we have new reminiscence story added, so you're gonna be able to complete certain stories that you still didn't until now. Like those are the reruns of the story, events, etc. Keep that in mind. Okay, we're gonna go in more details about all of this when it drops on global. Now, most likely, guys, there will be more parts of the anniversary introduction. I'm a little bit in hurry, so I cannot wait for another hour until they post another part, etc. So if there'll be something exciting on upcoming overview key features for the anniversary, I'll definitely do the part 2 of this video. But that's it. I want to upload this immediately. It's a big hype. I wasn't sure how they're gonna do this, but for now, this is the first anniversary of global JJK Phantom Parade. But keep in mind, this could be only part 1 or the first wave. Keep that in mind. So hopefully in future we're gonna know even more informations, because as a free-to-play I want to fully manage my cubes and see where I want to summon. But definitely, guys, Blue Yuta, new Blue Yuta, 1,000,000% worth it. Extremely busted unit. And yeah, Sukuna boy, here is the new king, Blue King of DPS Yuta. But definitely for the JP version of JJK Phantom Parade anniversary, second anniversary, I'm expecting some crazy stuff. We're gonna see. I cannot wait for that announcement as well, because I'm expecting Fuga Sukuna and 0.2 Gojo. We're gonna see. But this is the anniversary of global. Thank you for all support. Leave a like, subscribe, and yeah, see you next one. Bye.